the alleged bully, Hiro Mikoshiba, turns up dead. There is no mistaking the motive in his murder. As Yagami looks into the heart of the matter, a suicide 4 years prior, he is met with brutal backlash from the underworld. Why does Yagami face resistance at every turn? As night falls over Ijincho, the answer slips further into darkness.
Yes, we have grief counselors on site.
Hello. You've reached Seiryo High School. Yes.
That's right.
It's tragic news. Mikoshiba-kun was one of our student teachers here, and the school is coping with it as best we can.
Of course. Yes, our parents and guardians have every right to be upset about this. Yes. Oh, yes.
Now to the murder victim found in Izazaki, Ijincho.
Yes.
Authorities announced that they have identified the body as Hiro Mikoshiba, a student teacher at Seiryo High School. Autopsy reports indicate the cause of death was blood loss from a sharp object. Mikoshiba was reported as a missing person 2 months ago in October, and
What's the plan
police
today, fellas?
early on.
Honest, this hangover is kicking my ass. I'm gonna be kinda useless.
Maybe don't drink until sunrise.
That's no good. Without you, Kaito-san, who's gonna be the brains of this whole operation?
You'll have to manage, man.
I figure I'll head back to Seiryo High today. I should check in on Sawa-sensei, see how she's holding up.
She's got a lot on her shoulders now, huh? Pretty teacher like her doesn't deserve it.
Right from the outset, Sawa-sensei flat out denied that Mikoshiba ever bullied Toshiro Hara. But then we learned she confronted him about his actions 4 years ago. Which means she was starting to suspect he was the bully.
Then some chicken shades shows up, makes some threats, and suddenly teacher's lips are sealed shut, huh?
Whoever she was, she has to be involved with the murder. How else could she have Mikoshiba's picture from right before he died?
It's almost like the killer was trying to hide any trace of bullying. And if so, that's pretty bizarre.
Why's that?
I mean, if Mikoshiba really was the bully, why bother covering that up? Wouldn't it work in their favor if word of that spread? That way the murder would be, I don't know, more justified?
Yeah, I do see the logic there.
Okay. But what gets me is, why would Sawa-sensei change her answer like that?
Have you considered she may have been pressured to hide the truth? Perhaps by an overcautious superior? I wouldn't put it past Chairman Okuda to pull something like that.
I doubt he has that kind of sway over her, though. Sawa-sensei doesn't exactly mince words with him. Guess we'll have to ask her directly if we really want to know.
Yeah, but didn't she make it pretty clear you need to keep your distance?
What kind of a detective would I be if I gave up because of that?
Point taken. Well, is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, sure is. Help me kick this damn hangover.
Say what?
Might as well hang back, Sugiura. Only I can get in and out of the school without raising a red flag right now.
Keeping up with that handyman was a hell of a job. I deserve a little R&R.
What aren't you taking R&R, though? Okay, time to get to the school. Looks like school's out already. I'm gonna go check on Sawa-sensei. Or maybe leave her alone? Third floor, right? Third floor? Please, let me into the elevator, please! At this point, I'm gonna focus on the main story for at least a little while. Wait, no. Definitely not what I want. Was it the second floor? It's the second floor, not the third. Oops! I don't know why I thought it was the third. Probably because I thought the chairman was on the fourth floor.
Excuse me, Yagami-san?
Huh? Koda-san, what's up? Did a teacher call you over?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
I saw it on the news earlier. Mikoshiba-sensei was killed. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I figured you knew something.
Guess that's why you've been asking about him. You should have told us, man.
I couldn't. I knew how hard you guys would have taken it.
You know who did it? I mean a lot for us to know. Seeing how he looked after us and all.
We're still in the dark about that, mostly. Unless you guys have any leads. All we have to go on is he was probably killed soon after he stopped going to class.
So, he really was murdered.
He said on TV it took them 2 months to find the body. Could that mean it happened on the day he went missing?
A good theory, Matsun, but you're starting to sound like one of those mystery club geeks.
Oh, what did Sawa-sensei tell you? She give you anything solid?
Nah, we didn't really get into it yesterday. Way too many, other things came up.
Damn. It's just... It's hard hearing all this, man. Will you at least keep us posted if you find out anything?
No promises, I'm afraid. But hey, I'm glad you guys are warming up to me.
I'm Matsui, by the way.
That's more like it.
Could you keep me in the loop too? I didn't like Mikoshiba-sensei much, but I never imagined this. Now I'm kinda conflicted about the whole thing.
I get that.
Anyway, I should get going.
Hey, Sawa-sensei?
Look, I know I can't keep you off campus. I don't have that kind of authority. But would you please stop bothering me?
Can you at least tell me what happened yesterday?
Enough! How many times must I repeat myself?
I mean, to be fair, you kinda should leave her alone a little bit. I wonder if this picture of Mikoshiba was taken where they found the body. This location must be somewhere in Ijincho, and if I'm going to stay on this case, I need to look into everything.
Hey, Tsukumo? It's me. You think you could pin down where Mikoshiba's body was discovered?
Of course. In fact, I can do that pretty quickly. Why? Did you want to go there now?
That's the idea.
Okay, but do note that it's been a few days since they found him. The police may have already scooped up the evidence.
Yeah, but I want to check it out anyway. Then I can decide if it was a waste of time.
In other words, you've got a detective's intuition? What a superpower to have. Okay, here we go. They found Mikoshiba's body in an abandoned building near Sakura River. It's near a small park. On the second floor of the building, specifically. The first floor is just a bunch of empty boutiques.
You're the man, Tsukumo. Thanks.
If only there was a taxi, like, right outside of the school. And I didn't have to run a little ways to get to it. Or if I could just exit and automatically be in a taxi. That would be nice. I do like things when they're convenient. Very nice when that happens. Is there going to be a new quest over here? No. I feel like there's a quest that's supposed to trigger with that security guard. I could be wrong, but I kind of feel like there is. Oh, is it that building right there? That actually does look like the right one. I'm just happy I don't have any of the friendship stuff to get through right now. That's amazing. Some of those were so boring. An abandoned building near the Sakura River. This must be where Mikoshiba's body was found. The lock looks easy to break, but it's still daytime and there are people around. I should see if there's another way in. I'd say probably the window or something.
Hey, what the? Hey.
That window's open, but it looks impossible to get up there. Seems like sneaking in from the front is out of the question. As you check the side or the back of the building. Let's go over here. Okay. Back here.
Suspicious.
Okay. Don't know why they didn't trigger earlier. Broken fence, huh? I think I can get in through with a little effort. I'll have to head through the rear of the building. Makes sense. Well, if the front won't work, I'll just have to improvise. Made my way through. Now, hopefully, there's a way in on this side. Aha! An open window. I can use it to sneak in. I need something to give me a boost if I'm gonna climb up there. Let's see if I can find something. Hand grips or whatever. Is there a garbage can? I'm assuming that I'm going to climb somewhere, right? This actually looks like a spot where you can climb.
Hey.
Wait.
What the?
Oh, here we go. Here is good. I can climb up from this spot. Oh, there's some white paint or whatever. I thought I saw something there. Let me start and then press B at the right time. Okay. I almost messed it up, actually. That. Okay. I'm getting lucky on those, I think. Okay, I can't go that way, I guess. Nope, it's right there. Alrighty. We're there for a second. He's there. Come on. Thank you.
Hello? Coming through. Now, where exactly was the body? There's gotta be some clues that'll give me that.
Huh. I wonder. I have no idea where that body was found.
Huh? Are these burn marks? Suspicious.
This black stain has got to be blood. So is this where Mikoshiba's body was?
Hey.
Countless footprints. Police must have brought a ton of people to search the place.
What the?
Burn marks on the floor. And it looks like there's red powder dusted on the surface. That's it? Really? That arrow must indicate the body's location. I guess the killer liked to have everything lined up.
Hey, I heard something. Who's there? State your name and purpose.
Well...
Get some backup over here.
Hey, now, wait a second. Can we maybe talk this out?
Put your hands up and turn around. Who are you and what were you up to? Takayuki Yagami. The Yagami Detective Agency.
Yeah, in Kamurocho.
Weren't you the guy at Seiryo yesterday? I could have sworn I saw your face there.
Huh? Maybe.
The name's Watanabe. Kanagawa PD Division 1. Charmed, I'm sure. This fella here is Sakurai.
Sup?
So, you think barging into a crime scene was a real bright idea?
What? I thought you guys were done here. I figured I could take a look around. What?
You wouldn't happen to be working with Genda Law, would you?
Huh?
You hear on Shirosaki-sensei's business? Saori Shirosaki, right? The grouchy one.
Okay, how'd you know?
Well, it started when Mikoshiba's body turned up. Once our investigation kicked off, we found out about that pervert cop in Tokyo. Seems he knew where the body would be. But when we went to go see him, HQ pumped the brakes. They said no interviews on this one. Much to our amusement, we ended up being directed to Shirosaki, the perv's lawyer. So being that Genda Law office is in Kamurocho, and you're a Kamurocho detective working your case, that means either the two of you are connected, or I'm really losing my touch.
Well, you've certainly got my number. Now that you know, how about taking these cuffs off?
Smooth, but the jury's still out on you, pal. First, you got any thoughts on all that?
On anything specific?
The part about HQ locking us out of interviewing a Hara smart guy. Here we are with a material witness who it turns out knew about a corpse rotting away for 2 months. And those Tokyo chuckleheads just shut us out. Balls even for those tight asses.
Ehara was Tokyo PD, so wouldn't they want to protect him? They probably want it handled discreetly.
Nah, if only it were that simple. This isn't about protection. They get burnt real bad if they tried to bury this shit under the rug. Besides, not only is this cop a nasty creep, he's got ties to a fucking murder. Another prefecture blows the lid on that, the top brass may as well kiss their jobs goodbye. Heads would roll. They've got to wash the shit stains off their laundry to keep their asses clean.
Yeah, I could see how that makes sense.
Anyway, so HQ told us their boys would look into Ehara. What we had to do was hand them our notes on the murder. Can you believe that crap? Like hell we're gonna bend over for them. But look where that's got us. Now nobody's interrogated Ehara.
Are Kanagawa and Tokyo PD really fighting over who gets the credit? Don't tell me they're that petty.
Like you wouldn't believe. Well, the higher-ups play intel hoarding games. Ehara is just sitting pretty. Shit. The cop's supposed to be chasing down the perps. Instead, here I am with my hands tied, bitching to a PI.
So I'm your therapist now.
I was gonna take you down to the station and put the squeeze on you. But if you're a half-decent detective, maybe we could collaborate.
Oh yeah?
I mean, you came all the way from Kamurocho to sniff around here, right? I highly doubt you found much. But tell me something I don't know and maybe the cuffs will fall off.
You proposing a deal?
Depends on if what you've got is worth making one.
Okay. How about this?
What the hell?
Hiro Mikoshiba. Was this taken here? Right before he died?
Where did you get this? What kind of shit you trying to pull?
I could tell you better with the cuffs off.
You're craftier than I thought. Fine. Let him loose. Alright, let me get this straight. Right before you met up with this Seiryo high teacher, a strange woman showed up with this photo?
Yeah. I couldn't get a good look at her. But it seems whatever threat she made worked. Sawa-sensei wouldn't say a thing after that.
Sawa's the one who supervised Mikoshiba for his student teaching program.
I know that. So, this woman you're talking about must have had it in with the culprits. You know, they were working in a group.
That's quite a revelation. What makes you so sure about that?
Sakurai, show him the photo of the body. And spare me the protocol lecture. I'm sick of this going nowhere. If Hotshot here's gonna look into Ehara for us, we may as well take advantage of it.
You're the boss, Nabe-san.
Mikoshiba was last seen alive 2 months ago, October 7th, 6:30 a.m. He was talking to his mother as he exited their house back in the city. Since there were no other sightings of him, it's likely he was abducted a short ways from his home. This had to be done by vehicle, as common sense would tell us. So there must have been at least 2 suspects, a driver and a handler. If it were me, I'd have put 3 on the job.
So that's why you figured it was a group effort. Sounds logical to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, according to the autopsy report, they found food in the poor guy's stomach. Based on how digested it was, we can assume he was killed at least an hour after breakfast, putting it around 7:30. And not long after, he was brought here. His throat was slit with a knife. Get all that, Hotshot? And what was our friend Ehara doing at that time? The old perv was walking through Ikebukuro's ticket gates around 7:43 a.m. This was stated in court and corroborated by multiple security tapes.
But if that's true, he couldn't possibly have killed Mikoshiba. It's 30 kilometers between here and Ikebukuro.
Yeah, that's the meat of his alibi. Yet somehow he knew Mikoshiba's body would be discovered 2 months after his arrest, despite being in custody the whole time. So there's no doubt he's connected to the killers. Just put the screws to him, he'd squeal. Damn it, HQ! Why the hell are we out here working the site if it's already been picked clean?
All right, Nabe-san. Deep breaths.
Yeah. But do you see why we've got to get someone in to talk to Ehara? Hell, beg Shirosaki-sensei for a visit if you have to. HQ can't say squat about his attorney visiting.
What you said raises some questions of my own, about the crime scene and the body.
Oh yeah? Ask away then.
How narrow is the window for Mikoshiba's estimated time of death?
Based on how digested his breakfast was, he was killed somewhere between 7:30 and noon on the morning of October 7th.
Pretty impressed you can narrow it down like that with a 2-month-old corpse.
Yeah, well, the window gets much bigger if we consider the possibility that the killers forced Mikoshiba to eat. At any point after the kidnapping, they could have made him eat a typical Mikoshiba family breakfast.
It's possible. All they had to do was make him say what he usually eats.
Good, we're on the same page. Now, if we take into account the decomposition of the body, Mikoshiba's estimated time of death actually ranges from 7:30 a.m. on October 7th all the way to the end of that month. So about 3 weeks.
3 weeks? That's a massive gap. Can't we narrow it down further?
The body's just too decomposed to do that. But expand the time frame all you want. Ehara was in custody through the whole thing, so he couldn't have done the deed.
Right. He spent 2 months behind bars. Hate to think a different crime got him such a strong alibi.
In any case, someone else killed Mikoshiba. If we could just get in the same room as him, we'd know who that is.
What was the victim's cause of death? The news called it a massive hemorrhage.
Yep. They slit his throat and let him bleed to death. After tying him to a chair, the killer stood behind him. And lifting his chin with his left hand, his right hand slid the knife.
Sounds like you guys have that bit on lockdown, huh?
It's one of the few things we're sure of.
I noticed the burn marks on the floor in the shape of an arrow. What's with that?
Somebody lit flares here, the ones that shoot red smoke. It was only a matter of time before the fire department got called, and they're the ones who stumbled on the body. Pretty obvious the culprit set up a smoke signal to make sure the body got found. They probably had the timing all worked out with Ehara so he could predict the body's discovery from maximum impact. And that's exactly what he did, just as the judge handed down the sentence.
What would be the point of that, though?
For all I know, he just wanted to blow everyone's minds.
What shape was the body in when it was found?
Full of maggots and decomposing bad. His hands were zip-tied behind the chair, securing him in place. The cause of death was the throat wound, but before that, they really worked him over. Rough way for the guy to go.
Damn.
They even broke all his fingers. On both hands.
That sounds painful.
Fucked up, right? I'm guessing a professional did this. Could be Yakuza, could be Mafia. Take your pick. We've got some guys checking that angle out too, just to make sure there's no stone left unturned.
Doesn't this place have a manager? I'm sure it wasn't always like this.
There is a property owner. He's been around Ijincho forever, but the building's been deserted for 2 years. Apparently, there was a padlock to keep the homeless out, but it was long gone by the time they found the body. Broken by the killers, most likely.
Has the murder weapon been found?
No. There were no weapons at the scene. A real shame. That'd be some decisive evidence.
So when you said it was a knife, was that a guess based on analyzing the wound?
I wouldn't call it a guess. The coroner outright stated that the weapon was a sharp knife-like instrument.
I think I'm starting to get the picture here. That should be it for questions.
Tell me, you detectives out in Kamurocho always this hands-on?
Sorry, what?
I'm saying you guys work quick. We had barely set foot in Seiryo High, and you already had the run of the place. Hell, you even closed in on that Sawa-sensei and got a meeting with her.
I was just lucky to have been there on another case.
Is that right? What? What's wrong?
Somebody's spying on us with binoculars.
No shit?
3 men, 30s probably. The one with binoculars is wearing a black jacket. My number's on my card!
Yagami!
Okay.
Hey, wait up! Hold up!
Okay. I don't know how I succeeded at that. Oop. What is it? Everyone gonna throw crap at me? Come on! What's that?
Hold up!
Nice. Whatever, it's always wide to kick stuff. No, I will not cut it out. Okay. Left. Gonna hit Y. Nice. Nice. Oh, come on! Boo. Put it into the chase right there. But instead, I'm gonna wait a few extra seconds. Got you. Is there?
Damn, hot shot. You're quick on your feet. So let's hear why this fool had eyes on us.
He claims he just wanted to see the scene for himself.
It's true. Ask the other 2 guys with me. They'll be here any minute.
So you were here gawking, is that it? Better than busting in like you own the place.
I thought that was water under the bridge.
So, who are you? Why'd you run?
I ran because I saw a cop jump out a window and charge at me. Are you saying you'd stick around if you saw that?
He thinks you're a cop. Should we get you a badge and a hat?
I'd be honored.
Do you have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
What do you do for work?
Oh, I'm just a professional pencil pusher. Biotech, planning and management.
Are your other 2 pals biologists too?
No, one's an investor and the other's a consultant. We all went to high school together.
Says here you have a Tokyo address. What brings you to Yokohama?
Oh, well, I'm organizing a class reunion in Chinatown. So I came to scope out the location in advance.
This ain't the way to Chinatown, pal.
Oh, we thought since we came all the way to Yokohama, we might as well peek at the crime scene.
Pretty morbid idea, isn't it?
I suppose.
What high school did you all attend?
Kurakawa Academy, a private school in Tokyo. Hey, over here!
Only to verify your buddy's identification as well. I suggest you all cooperate. Nabi-san!
Alright, you jokers are free to go. Appreciate you being so civil. Guess that settles it. They're just dumbass rubberneckers. Tough break, huh? After all you went through chasing them down.
I don't mind. I'm out to always swing for the fences.
Yeah, well, your strikeout was pretty amusing. The guy who goes down swinging is alright in my book. Now that that's settled, give my regards to Shirosaki-sensei. Hope you get some dirt on Ihara soon.
All right. Go back to the office. Really hoping purple enemies start popping up soon. Because, they're a good experience. We're going the... Yeah, okay. Could have taken the taxi that was right there, but I'm already past it. So, whatever, I guess. You know what game I actually kind of want to play through again? I kind of want to play through Tales of Arise. I don't know why. I'm just kind of getting the itch to play that game again. Give it another shot. I didn't particularly like it the first time I played through the game, but maybe I feel different now? Wiretapping? Know who did it? Who knows? Could be corporate espionage.
Excuse me.
Did you just say corporate espionage? Espionage and wiretapping? Yes, that's right. Our company is currently in crisis mode. Turns out confidential information's been leaking to our competitors.
Does that mean...
Did you find any bugs? Yeah, actually. We found one by pure accident. Then we hire a detective to sweep the building, and he finds 5 more. Apparently, it's been happening all over Ijincho lately. Everyone's talking about it on chatter. Some corporate detective willing to do all sorts of shady things. Really now? The corrupt detectives in town, huh? Maybe I should look into this crooked competition. What does the Buzz researcher have to say? Oh my god, come on. Still not quite there yet. Oh, here we go. The teacher knew what we said because of a listening device under the desk. Looks like they caught the person who installed those devices, so they finally busted the bastard behind the listening devices. Apparently they caught the... Okay. Oh, they caught the guy already? I want to check this out. Wait, what? Are you gonna send me somewhere specific? Here. Actually, before I go there, let's go over to Commercial District and Sunrise Bridge. I'm gonna go and buy the skill manual that I'm saving up to get, so I don't forget. So I don't spend the money on something else. Alright, that's 2 down. Later. You say.
What a waste.
Okay. Need to talk to you. Let's get the Art of Gluttony. Yep. And I don't think there's really anything else I want to purchase right now. Okay. Back to the taxi. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. There we go. Okay. Let's get this side mission over with. Maybe it'll be tied into the main story somehow. So, this is where they found that wiretapper. Already quite a crowd here.
You don't make sense.
As I've already told you, I'm here to locate them, not plant them. That sounds like I'm a detective from Yokohama 99. I picked up a wiretap signal here, so I came to sweep for it. You're a detective? Who hired you? Well, detectives have a strict code of client confidentiality, but I admit this wasn't for an official case, but more my own curiosity. So, your curiosity? Yeah, that sounds like the likely cover story for a serial bugger, like people have been complaining about. You definitely look the part.
Well...
Oh dear.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Tsukumo's about to get pinched.
Hey!
Hey, Tsukumo!
Yagamishi!
What timing, Yagamishi? I could really use your backup. This security guard is accusing me of plaguing the town with bugs. You know this guy?
Yep.
Yes, we've been friends for a long time. Just as he said, he's a detective, and he's definitely not the kind to resort to such shady jobs. I'm not so sure I should be trusting you either. Not trustworthy, huh? Quick flash of this should take care of it. Your business card? No, your attorney's badge. My name is Takayuki Yagami. I'm a lawyer. If you're going to treat my friend like a criminal without any proof, this badge might have to come into play at some point. Huh? You're a lawyer? Well, if a lawyer's vouching for him, then they don't see a problem here. Sorry about that. Have a nice day. Weird. A lawyer but not a detective. My. Well, thank you for your assistance, Yagamishi. You've rescued me in the nick of time.
Hey.
What was all that about, anyway? That wasn't the first time I've heard of wiretapping causing a fuss around here. Indeed. Supposedly, there's a detective in Ijincho who's been offering her services for a wide variety of illegal purposes. Was the horse race detective person from part 1? Yeah, I heard something about a corrupt detective earlier. So he's a wiretapper that security guard was hoping to catch?
Sure.
Presumably so. This individual's performed rather unsavory duties for clients, assisting stalkers and loan sharks in finding their targets, for example. Ooh. This guy sounds pretty awful. Any legit detective would turn those clients down. I wholly agree. The notion of allowing this man to tarnish the title of detective did not sit well with me. Hence, I was driven to the field to investigate. But I just wound up being accused of performing the deed I was attempting to stop. Goodness, whatever can I do? Maybe try cutting out the sly grins and conspiratorial giggles when you're on the job? But I can't help grinning when dealing with such fascinating subjects. Oh, how about instead I have you continue the investigation for me? You can use this to track clandestine signals invented by yours truly. You want me to do it? Yes. It appears I'm destined to bear the cross of the suspicious individual, but you certainly have no worries of that. Oh, I don't know about that. I know, right?
Yep.
Well, I certainly do. You've got an ace up your sleeve, an attorney's badge you can flash in a pinch. So, that being said, please take this with you. You said this thing picks up clandestine signals? Precisely. It can detect anything emitting a suspicious signature from up to a few tens of meters away. Bugs, spy camps, the like. There's a signal coming from behind this building. Perhaps you should look for its source.
Gotcha.
Alright. Behind the building, got it. In that case, I'll give it a try. Okay. So I have to go behind the building? This. And this is like loot. Is it back here further? Okay, I'm technically behind the building.
I think I'm facing the wrong way.
Might actually be behind me? Let me see over here really quick though. Is it maybe over here? Oh, is it this car right here?
Bingo.
Yep. This car is giving off a weird signal.
Huh?
Perhaps a bug of some sort's been planted in the car? Interested in my car, are you?
Excuse me.
Sorry about that. I'm Takayuki Yagami, a detective. Oh, a real-life detective. I am Matoya Ogami. I'm a prosecutor. Oh, so you're a public prosecutor? To be honest, I've loved mysteries since I was little. Detectives are so fascinating. But I never thought I'd actually meet one like this. Huh, is that so? Well, Mr. Detective, what business do you have with my car? Ah, are you on a case? Is there a mystery here right now? Well, there seems to be a series of illicit snooping activities going on around town lately, so I'm looking into the matter. And for some reason, your car is emitting a rather strange signal. Oh? Do you think my car's bugged? That depends. Do you ever have conversations in there that you wouldn't want others to hear? Yes, certainly. Discussing the day's upcoming trials with my secretary and such. Could that be a reason someone would want to bug my car?
Yep.
It is possible. May I search it for you? By all means. Easy. The signal's coming from the stuffed animal. It really wasn't a car. Okami-san, I think I found the source of the signal. That's Masuyama-kun's. Masuyama-kun's. Uh-oh. Huh? Who is that lady? This belongs to my secretary, Masuyama-kun.
Huh?
Oh, crap. Damn it. Go, Yagami, go! Or not. You shall pay for your part in this sordid crime. Out of the way, nerd. I take kickboxing class every week. I'm serious. And I am Makoto Tsukumo, master of the Yagami style, and I shall not hold back, even against a lady as yourself. Yeah! Ah! Whoa! You know Kung Fu? Just my luck. Aw. Excellent bluff, Tsukumo. You've really gotten good at that. Your form was perfect. I've seen you fight enough times for the look to rub off. The look of it to rub off, at least. Alright, Masuyama-san, let's hear it. $50,000K. Nice. What's the meaning of this, Masuyama-kun? I'm sorry. I've been paid off. What? By whom? Was it that one defendant's lawyer? Yes. He claimed to be working for them. He also said he's a detective. Detective? Probably the villainous detective who's become the talk of the town. Could you describe this person for us? I don't know what he looks like. Barely talked over the phone, and he didn't video chat with me. What about his voice, or speaking mannerisms then? Any noticeable dialect? I'm not sure. He was real quiet, and kept his speaking to a minimum. I do think he's a male, though. Did you record the conversation? No, I was instructed not to. Damn. If only we had some sort of evidence we could use.
Excuse me.
Did he happen to give you his name? No, but he said he runs the illegal detective agency. Wow, pretty brazen approach. He sure doesn't beat around the bush, does he? Bribery, Masuyama-kun? How could he do this? Once he offered me $3 million. I couldn't help myself. Heaven help me. What am I to do with you? Fire her, obviously. To start? Nice work. We even got compensated for our efforts. That Masuyama girl's definitely getting canned, if not jail time on top of it. Well, she certainly could have thought of that before she bugged her boss. And wow, who would have guessed we'd learn about a corrupt detective in town? We didn't find the guy, but he seems busy enough that we'll probably get another crack at him.
Yep.
I agree. Ijincho seems to be offering the strangest plague of illicit spying. Seems to be suffering from the strange plague of spying. And I believe my handy-dandy detector could serve as a perfect antidote to this plague.
In other words...
Excuse me. Are you suggesting we comb the whole city for bugs with that thing? That sounds like an awful lot of unpaid work. In that case, you should try consulting the buzz researcher first to help pinpoint where you ought to search. Anything that gives off strong signals, such as wireless bugs and spy cameras, are prone to cause interference. Televisions and phones all suffer from some sort of noise when in the vicinity of covert broadcasting devices. Ah, interesting. So, if I filter for noise or something along those lines, there's a chance I could track down a bug wherever the posts are appearing? Indeed. There's a very real possibility that there are victims on the other ends of those bugs and spy cameras.
I see.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll give it a try soon. Best of luck. As an upstanding detective, it's our duty to take down this villainous investigator. Fair. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. I want to focus on Yokohama 99 though. I want to get the main story progressed a little bit more before I end this stream for tonight. Where is the taxi? I don't really want to fight you guys. Not worth the effort. Go this way. Oh my god, get out of my way, Bill! Okay, so... Is it... here? Yes. Okay, let's go in here.
Hello?
Yagami-san, do you have a minute? It's Shirosaki.
Oh, I was just about to call you. I was gonna say I've got some leads on the murder. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know a Detective Watanabe, would you? From Kanagawa PD?
Oh, yes. He came asking me about the harassment case. Apparently he couldn't interview Ehara, so he got us instead.
Wanna know why that is? Apparently Tokyo PD suspects Ehara might be linked to the murder in some way. And since they don't want Kanagawa stealing the show, they're blocking their investigators out.
That does make sense. Not in a bureaucratic way.
By the way, when's your next appointment with Ehara?
As soon as we're ready, honestly. Did you want to come along?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. But I'd like to do a bit more research beforehand. I want to know exactly how Ehara's crime played out.
Funny you should say that. Hoshino-kun just told me he's going to re-inspect the crime scene tomorrow. He said it'd be best to plot Ehara's movement from Ikebukuro all the way to Shinjuku, where he was caught.
No kidding. Then I ought to go with.
If that's the case, hold on one sec.
Okay.
Yagami-san? It's me, Hoshino. I'm stoked to hear you'll be helping me out tomorrow.
I'm stoked to be there. Oh, and could you bring the statements from Ehara's arrest with you? It'd be a huge help if you could walk me through what happened on site.
You got it. We'll be starting from Ikebukuro Station, so just meet me there tomorrow.
Will do. See you then.
Okay, I have expected him to get jumped by people, so I'm a little disappointed. Hey, Yagami-san, when you have the time, could you drop by the club room, please? There's something I want to tell you about the professor. After that, we will start dealing with that later. I still want to progress the story a little bit further. I'm surprised that... Just on the couch. I need to meet up with Hoshino-kun at Ikebukuro Station. Probably best to take a taxi. Before that, I actually want to buy some healing items. Make sure that I'm fully prepared in case there's a boss fight that's about to pop up. Okay, so I want 3 of these. And that's it. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the taxi. I think this one might actually be slightly closer, or not, because there's a fight. Later. Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
And stay down.
Alright. Actually, decent amount of XP. For SP.
Okay, see that sign right there? Ehara was leaning on that before the incident. Yep, just like that. He was standing around searching for a victim. Ehara's the man in the cap and sunglasses.
So, Ehara was lingering at the platform a while, huh?
Yeah, he walked past the ticket gate at 7:43 a.m. This was confirmed by the security tapes as well as when he swiped his transit card. After that, he wandered the platform an entire hour ogling women.
He spent that long choosing a target?
Yeah. Sick, isn't it?
And the security camera that caught him would be... that one?
That's right. Anyhow, at 9:06 a.m., Ihara finally honed in on his would-be victim. Then he boarded her train, which was departing for Shinjuku.
She's the one in the pink cardigan and white skirt?
Yeah, Yui Mamiya, an office worker and mother of a 6-year-old boy. The two of them show up on the train's interior cam as well. According to the victim's statement, Ihara began by rubbing her posterior with the back of his hand. But it didn't stop there. After that, he put his hand up her skirt.
Pretty sickening.
I'm assuming he targeted someone shy, thinking she wouldn't resist. Makes me angry just thinking about it. The victim stated she was too scared to call for help, meaning she endured this for 6 minutes until the train reached its stop in Shinjuku.
Can you send what you just showed me to my phone?
Sure. Now let's head to Shinjuku Station. Then we can watch as the jerk gets busted. Even if we did defend him in court, an asshole's still an asshole. Looks like we're getting close to Shinjuku.
The train's pretty light right now, but it was packed during the crime, right?
Oh yeah, the car occupancy at that time of day can easily reach 180%.
And Ihara should have been standing roughly where I am. What the?
Car's pretty empty right now, but when Ihara committed his crime, it was 180% full. 100% full meaning that all passenger seats and straps are being used by a passenger. There.
Hey, what the?
There's Shoshinoko, Genda Law's bright young attorney. He's on this case to help out Sarusan. I thought I heard they were dating, but from what Genda Sensei tells me, it hasn't really gone anywhere.
Hey.
This train's heading to Shinjuku Station from Ikebukuro. It's about 6 minutes from departure to arrival.
Uh-huh.
Are there cameras or something I can see in here? Here we go. The security camera that records the train's interior. These were installed to deter train gropers, or at the very least, identify them.
Ihara and Mamiya-san both exited the train and got onto the platform here. But right before that, Mamiya-san suddenly grabbed Ihara's wrist and yanked his hand out from under her skirt. That's when she got a good look at her assailant.
So without a doubt, she saw it was him.
Yes, and there were also traces of her garments on his hand during evidence analysis. Anyway, after being grabbed, Ihara wrenched himself free and took off at a sprint. See, here he gets off the train and bolts across the platform. And Mamiya-san chases after him, asking people around her for help.
Ah, this is what they kept looping on TV.
Yeah. And honestly, with all this evidentiary footage, defending him in court was a lost cause.
Was there any security footage that wasn't aired on TV?
Sure, take a look around you. There's more than just one camera pointed at us. They're practically everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
As for what I was saying earlier, Ihara was finally tackled right in front of those stairs. Oh, right. I have a diagram of the platform to show you.
So Ihara gets off the train here, and then gets apprehended here. far apart is that?
Roughly 100 meters. Both he and the victim were weaving their way through the crowd. The whole scene was very chaotic. Even after Ihara was caught, the train was stalled 20 minutes until the area was deemed safe.
Hey, you think we could get the positions of all these cameras and where they're pointing penciled in?
Good idea. Let's check each camera's position as we walk over to where Ihara was detained.
Okay.
That's where he got tackled, so if you could let me know whenever you see a camera. I can mock it up on our diagram here.
Okay, so there's one here. I guess that doesn't count.
Hey, suspicious.
Check this one off. Got a camera. Wait, did you just... Nope. I can't move from here? Okay. So these don't count. For whatever reason. That one. That there. Is there one over here that I can capture? That doesn't count. I found that one. Where's the other one? No, I already got that. Is there another one? Oh, is it this? Okay. Her ran off in the opposite direction. Probably don't need to mark this camera. Okay. You said the opposite direction? So I definitely can't mark that. Or that. Nope.
What the?
I see one. Why did that trigger now?
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's go up a little further now.
Okay, wait, this way? Alright. It's kind of weird. There it is, that one. This.
Suspicious.
I see one. Got the camera.
What the? Hey.
Check this one off. Did I miss one? I don't think so.
Suspicious.
There it is, that one. Ah, okay.
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's move on.
Oh, okay.
What the?
Except for the first part, it's been pretty easy to spot the cameras. There. Must have missed one. This one maybe? On that one. How's it? Nope. Got that one and that one. Oh, here we go.
What the?
Is there another one like that somewhere? There we go.
Suspicious.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we got all the cameras. Our diagram is now complete.
This diagram represents the station at the time of the groping. Hira got off the train around 9:12 a.m. on October 7th. From the deboarding area, he ran in the direction of the arrow. Then he was tackled by concerned citizens.
Now we'll pencil in the camera locations and what directions they're pointing.
So each of the orange areas represents a security camera's field of view.
What the?
Well, is there anything? There's a gap right here. Does the dotted part of the arrow indicate a blind spot between the cameras? If so, there won't be any footage of a Hara running through here.
Uh-huh. Hey.
This arrow shows the path Ihara and the victim took as they ran from the platform to Ihara's point of capture.
Suspicious.
This is where Ihara got tackled by witnesses. Multiple others on the scene documented this with their smartphones' cameras. This is what they call eyewitness footage. I bet the TV station shell out for this sort of thing. Got that one. Ihara and the victim disembarked here. The train pulled in at 9:12 a.m. The victim was gripping Ihara's hand, but he broke free of her. Then he tried to run away.
Uh-huh.
So this was the general situation when Ihara committed his crime. What do you think, Yagami-san? Anything of note?
Do you think Ihara and Mamiya-san were riding the train pretty frequently?
Oh yeah, Mamiya-san commuted by train. She was here every weekday. Same goes for Ihara, actually, but he was off that day. Supposedly, he was going to see his wife, even though they're separated.
Did he ever say why he wandered around the platform for an hour?
He said the thought of his wife had him flustered, and he couldn't force himself to board the train. He always had an excuse ready for anything you asked him, including the harassment charges. He pled not guilty, but the evidence said otherwise. There wasn't a single argument we could make in court to establish reasonable doubt.
Safe to say he did it. But on the same day, he knew his son's bully would be murdered in Ijincho. Pretty clear it wasn't a spontaneous need to grab some ass.
I agree. It's almost like all the commotion around the harassment might have been planned out. Maybe everything was, even down to getting captured.
Yeah. You really played everyone by turning harassment into an alibi for murder. No matter how much evidence points to him as a killer, he can deny it with complete immunity.
This is getting crazier by the minute.
At the very least, he had something to do with it. Some connection. But I can't imagine he'll talk. Whatever his plan is, it's pretty clear Ihara is committed.
To what? Getting revenge for his son?
I think so.
Who do you think his accomplices could be? Ihara is a veteran cop. Think maybe he knows how to hire an actual assassin? If so, he could have just paid for his revenge, right?
Sure. But assassins cost an arm and a leg. He wasn't rich before all this, was he?
No. He barely scraped up enough to cover his lawsuit against the school.
Thought so.
Hey, it's Shirosaki.
What's up, Sari-san?
I'm scheduling an interview with Ihara tomorrow at the Tokyo Detention Center. We'll take a taxi from Genda's if that all works for you.
Sounds good, but I need to head back to Ijincho for now.
Something you forgot to do?
Yeah, it involves Ihara's motive, which would be without a doubt his son's suicide. So I want to confirm if Mikoshiba really bullied the kid, and the best person to ask happens to be down in Ijincho.
Alright, then I'll let you get to it.
Cool, then I'll see you tomorrow.
Mikoshiba, Ihara. Yeah, I think I saw everything there was to see at each of the crime scenes. Now all that's left is getting Sawa-sensei to talk. The key will be learning what happened with Ehara-san 4 years ago. So, straight to the school. Don't think there's anything else to do. So, the teacher's office, right? Second floor? Mm-hmm.
Got a minute?
No, not for you. I really have nothing more to say.
What if I told you it's looking more and more likely Ehara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's death?
Well, it doesn't concern me.
Ehara-san believes Mikoshiba tormented Toshiro-kun so badly that he took his own life. But neither the third-party investigation nor the courts were on his side. So what's the truth here? You know, don't you? What really happened between Mikoshiba and Toshiro-kun? Why won't you tell me the truth?
Why do you keep asking? I said I don't know!
I'm going to the detention center tomorrow to get some answers out of Ehara-san.
What?
I saw where Mikoshiba was murdered. He endured no shortage of cruelty before he died. They tortured him, you know. They broke all his fingers before they slit his throat.
No.
And somehow Ehara-san knew Mikoshiba would be killed on the day he got caught for groping. It's like he did it to prove he had nothing to do with the murder. But maybe that wasn't his real objective at all.
Huh?
I think he wanted to signal that he'd finally avenged his son.
The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
If I'm gonna face him tomorrow, can't go in without some ammunition. So, 4 years ago, did Mikoshiba bully Toshiro-kun or not? That's all I want to know.
My answer won't change. There's no evidence Mikoshiba-kun did anything wrong.
Are you sure about that? Take a look at this.
That's...
Toshiro Ehara, your student. Imagine that he's listening to what you're saying now. If you can look at him and say Mikoshiba played no part in his death, I'll leave you alone. In fact, you'll never hear a word from me again. So which is it?
"4 years ago, not long after I'd transferred here to teach English. That's when it started. I was trying my best to get acclimated, and I was finally on a first-name basis with everyone. One day, after school, I was out on the roof taking a break, when Toshiro-kun suddenly ran by. I called out to him to ask what was wrong, but he shushed me and kept running. I saw he had a bloody nose. Moments later, Mikoshiba-kun showed up. He was looking for him. I told him I hadn't seen him. Toshiro-kun's face told me everything I needed to know.
So Mikoshiba was bullying him after all.
Yes. Toshiro-kun told me this later on. Whenever he'd leave school with Mikoshiba-kun and his friends, they'd force him to hand over money. At first, they'd try to pass it off as a joke. They said since he lowered the class average on tests, he ought to buy them all drinks as an apology. And Mikoshiba-kun, he was having too much fun with it to stop. He started offering tutoring sessions to Toshiro-kun. Only so he and his crew could extract their tuition from him. They'd even break into his house while his mother was at work and take the money she left him for dinner. And if he couldn't pay, they'd beat him up at school or make him grovel in the bathroom.
Didn't anybody see what was really happening?
The teachers either saw nothing or turned a blind eye. Few students knew about it, though. Anyway, I ended up relaying everything Toshiro-kun had told me to those boys' homeroom teacher. Mind you, this teacher had tenure, title, and years of experience under his belt. Do you know what he told me? He said not to cause a commotion because those boys were about to graduate.
Why does that not surprise me?
To be honest, it was hard to paint such an outwardly model student in a negative light. There was also no hard evidence to support Toshiro-kun's story. But someone still should have stepped in to help. If only I'd understood that at the time.
You tried.
The only thing I tried was to keep an eye out for him, making sure he wasn't alone, things like that. But unfortunately, that wasn't good enough. On the first morning of the 3rd trimester, Toshiro-kun tied a towel to his doorknob and hung himself in his room.
And that's when you confronted Mikoshiba, right? You asked him point blank if he'd bullied him.
I did. Mikoshiba-kun pretended to know nothing. He was more careful, shaken even, from then on. In all honesty, when I heard a third-party committee was investigating, I was hoping the truth would come out. Students were asked to fill out an anonymous questionnaire, and many of them wrote down exactly what they saw.
Hold on. Didn't the court end up declaring there was no substantial evidence of bullying? How could they have said that with those questionnaires on hand?
First of all, the committee never interviewed anyone directly. Those questionnaires were the only proof of anything. And the teacher of those boys was the one who collected them. Each time he came across any mention of bullying, he'd toss that questionnaire out. Also, he wouldn't get blamed in the end for ignoring the warning signs.
So then the committee was pointless.
A few students did speak up about the bullying online, but their posts weren't much to go on. Toshiro-kun's parents were completely caught off guard. His mother worked through the day, and his father lived all the way in Tokyo. That made it that much easier for the teacher to cover up all the evidence of bullying. He made that statement without even consulting the principal or the chairman. So, right before Mikoshiba-kun graduated, the committee presented their findings. That there was no evidence of bullying. The conclusion you've heard over and over.
What the hell?
In Japan, 300 children commit suicide every year, across all grades. Less than 3% are proven to be linked to bullying. Toshiro-kun's case ended up like that too. But Ehara-san wasn't satisfied with those findings. So he sued Seiryo High, demanding compensation for Toshiro-kun's death. As the trial dragged on, I was eventually called to the witness stand. Of course, my intention was to let everything I knew out into the open. But before that could happen, that damn teacher came with the school's attorney to see how I would testify.
They didn't want you making them look bad, huh?
Of course not. That's when I first learned what he did with those incriminating questionnaires. They had no choice but to reveal everything to me, to try and sway me to their side. I guess they were just that desperate. After all, I was the only adult who Toshiro-kun confided in. I don't think he'd spoken to his parents about it once. So yes, that's why there was never any objective evidence of bullying. It wasn't like I had a mind to record our conversations. and I hadn't personally witnessed it either. The school attorney saw fit to remind me that the law says innocent until proven guilty. And if I couldn't produce tangible evidence, then I shouldn't be accusing Mikoshiba-kun.
So it was witness tampering. That is, they coerced you into false testimony?
Yes.
Must have been incredibly hard on you.
What I should have done was told the truth regardless. But what else could I have really done for him? Some days I just don't know. As much as I've tried to convince myself I did everything I could for him, I can never fully believe it.
So what happened to the teacher who covered all this up?
He transferred to another school. God, to think he's still standing at a podium somewhere.
That's unfortunate.
Even so, I don't have the right to place the blame solely on him.
Maybe, but in that case, Mikoshiba's bullying of Toshiro, or those questionnaires getting discarded. Have you ever told anyone else?
No. I've been silent. Yagami-san. You know what? Back when I was a student in high school, I witnessed bullying firsthand. There was this kid. My classmates pushed him too far. And one day he just jumped off the roof.
Off the roof?
By some miracle, he survived the fall. And he's been in a coma for the last 13 years. Nobody knows if he'll ever wake up. His name is Mitsuru, and he may never open his eyes to the world again. His mom watches him, but she works full-time. She's a higher-up in the government.
I'm sorry to hear it.
The worst part is that his teacher knew. He even talked to the bullies about it. But all he said was, don't overdo it. But afterward, the public eviscerated him. He had to quit his teaching job. And yet, for poor Toshiro-kun, nobody was held responsible at all. And that includes me.
But if anyone was going to take responsibility for that, Mikoshiba should have been first in line. I'm sure Ihara-san must have thought the same thing.
You know what I wanted to be as a kid? I was so innocent, I wanted to be a teacher. And after Mitsuru-kun's tragedy, I felt practically obligated. And still, I just let history repeat itself.
So who's going to attack Yagami tonight? Because I know somebody's going to attack him. Because, I mean, why wouldn't they? It's how these games always play out. So back to the office, where I'm most likely gonna get attacked by somebody, right? That would be really weird if I don't. I hope that Sawa-sensei is okay. That she'll be okay. And screw that teacher. That teacher. I mean, no, it shouldn't be. Well, those kids have a future ahead of them. It's like, so did the kid who died. He had a future and he just ignored it. What's up with this dog? Oh. Hey, what's wrong? You lose your owner?
Huh?
Well, Yagamishi, it appears that you finally met the infamous detective dog of Ijincho. Sorry, the what? Word's been getting around town of an odd dog who apparently wanders the streets looking for cases to solve. Whenever he catches the scent of a mystery or crisis, he calls out to nearby people, alerting them of a nearby incident. He actually stops by here rather often. It's almost as if he knows this is a detective agency. Seriously? This dog does that? Yes, for the past few months now. He seems to take his self-appointed position quite seriously. He kind of sounds like Amasawa.
By the way,
Why is he wandering around town though? He has a collar, so he's obviously not just a stray.
Sure.
Therein lies the mystery of this dog. He's very well trained and the perfect specimen of health. No one's seen him reading around in garbage or anything. So, based on this information, it's clear that he has someone taking care of him.
I see.
The mystery chasing dog's a big mystery himself, huh? Something wrong, boy?
Wait.
Oh, he's picked up the scent of a mystery. I believe he wants you to follow him, Yagamishi.
Huh.
Right. Am I supposed to hold the leash? He just has proper leash manners, is all. I guess if he really is that smart, I can see why he's walking around freely. Oh. What is it? You want me to take you for a walk? Yagamishi, I believe he's requesting you to partner up with him. Are you willing to accept the case? I already have my hands full with the MRC. Now I have to take care of this detective dog too? What is going on? Side case? A new partner? Okay. I'll take the case. Where's the trouble, boy?
Who's a good boy?
Okay, lead the way. You're not just taking me to get food, are you? Hey. Okay, guess I'm not taking point on this case. Well, how else is he supposed to show you around? Whee! Okay.
This way, huh?
Where are we going? This is so cute. Hey, what are you doing? Okay, that was weird. Where are we going?
Doing great.
Okay. Woof. Is this where you're leading me, homeboy? This is an issue. You don't know how to get in touch with her? Nope. She just said to wait here. That she'd be back from me soon. Oh dear. This is not good.
Excuse me.
Is there some sort of trouble? And you are? Takayuki Yagami, a detective from Kamurocho. Aw, what a cute doggy. Is something the matter here? Well, He's been waiting in front of the facility for a while now, because his mother told him to wait here.
What?
Facility? Yes, our orphanage's main facility is upstairs.
I see.
And you say he was left here, and the mother doesn't seem to be returning? Okay. Yes, and he actually had this envelope with him when I first came out to ask if anything was wrong. Some kind of letter? Okay. It says, please take care of Shusuke-chan. Ah, I see. Please take care of Shusuke-chan. He's a very good boy. He loves banana ice cream. He means the world to me. At the very least, I was hoping to learn why he's here. Being dropped off without any hint of knowing the truth, that's no way to treat a person. Hey, Shusuke-kun. Right? How long's your mom been gone? Like an hour? If that's true, there's a slight chance she could still be nearby. Yagami-san, was it? You're a detective, aren't you? Could you possibly find his mother? I really would like to, but... Say, did your mom mention anything at all about where she might be going? I don't know. Okay, how about her name? What's her name? Mikan. Shibuya Mikan. Not much I can do with just that, though. What is it? You interested in the letter boy? Oh, you think you can track her by the scent on the envelope? Oh. Well, if the dog's as much of a detective as Tsukumo made him sound like he is, I suppose I should let him take a crack at it. Alright, take the scent for me, will you?
This way, huh?
Yeah, which way are we going?
This way,
Here?
huh?
Oh my god, this game has so much side content. Jeez.
Got something? Doing great.
Come on, Mikan-chan. Time to get in. Shusuke-kun, was it? You're gonna make that dough for his sake, right? And you promise you'll send him his share, right? Of course we will, Mikan-chan. Once you pay back what you owe, that is. And no funny business on your end, either. Is that her, boy? What's your problem? Go sniff out a bone somewhere else. Shoo!
Excuse me.
You're Shusuke-kun's mom, right? Mikan Shibuya? How? How do you know that? I came looking for you after this dog led me to your son. Didn't expect to run into this guy too, but now I see what's going on. Oh, a dog led you? My guess is you owed someone enough money that the scumbag's trying to drag you off to work some unsavory job for the rest of your life. A brothel or something, probably. What? I mean, happens all the time in Kamurocho, where I work. Oh, what the fuck is your deal, asshole? If you're getting in the way of company business, don't be surprised when you end up dead.
Hey.
I already heard you say she owes money. How much does she owe by now? What interest are you charging? She borrowed 500 grand. With interest, that's 9 mil. You plan on covering it or something?
No way.
Okay, see, that's an exorbitant rate. I knew I was looking at a loan shark from the first moment. I think I'll be leaving with Mikan-san. Do I need to knock you out first or no? Fuck you, man. We got her first. You know what? I'm just gonna ice you and your mutt. That guy's a big ass dome. Okay. Okay. Not really what I meant to do, but I'll take it. Fuck.
Hey.
So, you want to talk about how threatening people as property is illegal? How treating people as property is illegal? What? I'm a fully licensed lawyer, and I'd be happy to take her case pro bono. Why don't we sit down for a little chat? Oh shit. Screw this. So, is that it? How'd it get so bad, Meikon-san? Huh? Shusuke-kun's still waiting for you at the orphanage. He thought you were going to come back for him. They said if I didn't go with that man, they'd sell Shusuke off to someone. So, that's why...
In other words...
It made you panic enough to agree to do what they said? Yes. I feel so terrible.
No way.
That's the sort of thing loan sharks will do. They figure out how to pressure you enough that you break. Next thing you know, they own you outright.
Excuse me.
I know a good lawyer in Kamurocho who'd be happy to help you. Should I reach out to her for you? Please, yes. You're back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Who's a good boy?
Good job, boy. But what are you doing, really? You've got the whole town talking about you now. Oh. Don't you have a home? Where's your home? Jeez, boy. I wish you could tell me. Is it Awasawa? Yagami, I have a huge favor to ask. I'll pay you if I have to. Please, find Rampo for me. Rampo? The old mystery author? Oh, sorry. Rampo's the name of our dog, but he's a big mystery lover, too. Even gets away from the house to go solve them sometimes. Let me see your picture. I should have known. So, you're almost always dog, huh?
Seriously?
Just had to break away from the family and make a name for yourself, huh? Can't say I'm surprised, though. They say pets and their owners get more and more alike over the years. But this is... Whatever, I should get in touch with Amasawa.
Yagami-san!
So sorry you have to deal with Rampo. Hey, Rampo! You listen! No wandering off on your own. How many times have I told you? You'll never behave, will you?
Nope.
He seems like a good boy to me, aren't you? Yagami-san. Well, he does seem rather fond of you. Rampo's usually more wary of strangers. Maybe he sees you more as a professional partner, Yagami-san?
Huh?
Really? You think so?
Yes.
Indeed I do. In fact, I've been raising him as a proper investigatory partner ever since he was a puppy.
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean by that? Well, when I was little, I read a book about a detective girl whose dog helped her crack a case. The moment I finished the book, I started training Rampo to help me solve mysteries. So you're why he's always sniffing out trouble.
Yes.
And it seems he's gotten quite hooked on it. Whenever he smells an incident brewing, he's off and running. We try to keep him inside the house, but he's just too good at slipping out.
Does that mean?
Is that okay? Like, with the animal shelters and police? No, it's very much not. Rampo's been caught several times by both groups, and I have to be the one who picks him up and apologizes every time. He's becoming quite a familiar face at the shelter, unfortunately. But he doesn't bite, and even tries to help people out. So they're a lot more lenient with him than they're supposed to be. You two are really alike, huh?
What?
You think so?
Hey.
You know, you really did train him well. think he'd be willing to help me again if we ran across each other in town? Well, I suppose so. You could always try calling for him at least. If he's around and feels like helping, you may get lucky. You're living your best life, aren't you, boy? Oh, no, he's getting away! Ah, Grandpa, no!
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Yagami-san, I have to go. Good luck with the case. Maybe I should try calling for Rampo the next time I need his news for an investigation. Although there's no guarantee he'll come running. Okay. That was cute. Detective Dog. Okay, back to the office.
What is going on? Having a party?
Hey, welcome back. Care for a drink, Yagami-san?
Heads up.
Now make yourself at home. Not that you haven't already.
Who, me? Well, whatever do you mean?
Kuwana's fine. He just swung by to have a chat with you, man. Not that I mind hanging out over beers and shogi.
Kaito's a gentleman and a scholar. I like your style.
What do you want with me?
Check it out, Yagami-san. You're only here to get to the bottom of that Hiro Mikoshiba kid's murder, right? That's gotta be the reason the Yokohama Liumang attacked you, isn't it? All I'm saying is that you've gotta cut me in, man.
Thanks, but I've got enough help.
So some hotshot detective strolls into town and tries to leave the local guy out in the cold? No offense, but that's not gonna fly.
You gonna play your turn? Just finish your game and go home already.
When you benefit from someone who knows the scene? You know, I can get you anywhere in Ijincho above or below ground.
Aren't you expensive?
I'll give you a first-time customer price. I'm not about to sit here and let some outsider swoop in and take all the credit alone. And that means I guess I'm gonna chill here until you give me the nod.
It's Tsukumo and Sugiura's place as far as I'm concerned. Not even my call to make.
I welcome having more company. The more the merrier. That'll be the agency motto.
I don't really care.
Such a nice office. I'm gonna love it here.
Yagami-shi, guess what? The internet picked up on the Ihara link to Mikoshiba. The trending sentiment is that he killed him in an act of vengeance for his son.
They've already figured that part out?
See for yourself. Here, check it out. Son of a bitch student teacher should burn in hell for bullying a kid all the way to suicide. Mikoshiba was a damn psychopath. Ihara is the vigilante groper. And that's not even the trolls.
So the news is blowing up on the net, huh?
In internet terms, this is only the first spark that could ignite into a fire. Not even what I'd call viral.
Then who's lighting the spark? The people responsible for Mikoshiba's murder?
I'll have to go down a few more rabbit holes before I can make that call, I'm afraid.
Gotcha.
That said, some posts are kinda suspicious. This one here, for instance. Ihara totally called the location of the body at his trial. The fact that he did that never really even went public, as far as I can tell.
It was kept off the record?
When Ihara got arrested, the cop-turned-groper story and his sexual battery charges were huge news. It was all the media could talk about. But by the time his trial rolled around, the news had already moved on. His guilty verdict barely made a blip.
Fellas, I told you I wanted to be kept in the loop on this stuff. You saying Mikoshiba had more than one killer? And where are they now? You think these lunatics are still hanging around Ijincho?
It's been over 2 months already, man. If they were here, they're probably long gone by now. Another peaceful day in Ijincho, right? Check outside.
It's the Leomon. The White Mask again.
Let's go, Cock.
I'll catch you later.
Not bad.
You're not getting away this time.
Ooh, another chase scene. Okay.
You won't get away.
Okay, kick the ball this time, please. Thank you. So it's always A, apparently. Yeah, depressing a little bit. Oh no! Oh. Okay, got it. Got the heels. Uh oh. Leomon territory. Nice.
Too slow.
I'll take that. Oops. Okay, man. That was lame. Going back to Leomon territory. Yep. Boop. He is there. I saw that coming. Oh, come on! What was that? Fight time. That was awkward.
Oh, great. Where am I? You lure me here?
Don't worry, man. I'm not planning on killing you tonight.
Okay, but why else would you take off the mask?
Because from this point forward, Ijincho is closed. You won't be coming back. I'm Tesso. For what it's worth, I'm an officer candidate of the Yokohama Leomon. I hear you took out some of my masked boys the other day.
Oh, you mean those guys who thought they could sneak up on me in the afternoon?
Maybe if you hadn't resisted at the time, you'd be in a lot less pain than you're about to be in the near future.
Who's paying you to try to take me down?
This is a job that came down from the top of the org. I don't know who hired us, and to be honest, I don't give a shit either. But ripping up a kick-ass detective like you sure sounds like a good time. None of you guys make a move! I want to see if the rumors are true, so I get first taste. Show me what you got. Yagami!
You're not gonna like it. You're really not. Oh my! Nice. Ow. Dick. Ow. Ow. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. Ow. Okay, that hurt a lot. He's a big hit. Ow. Okay. Ow. I didn't think you'd actually knock me out of that. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see that part coming. Nice. Okay, I win. Easy. Easy peasy.
Running a little late tonight, aren't we, Kaito-san?
Yeah, my bad. Had to punch my way through a few guys.
Hey, you gotta run for it. If you stick around, it's not gonna matter how many lives you've got.
Yeah, but if I run now, who's gonna pay for Tsukumo's window then?
Huh? For fuck's sake, I'll just pay for it. Now get out of there.
You got a deal.
Well, let's make this quick and easy. Let's go and pop this. You did do it right. There we go. I think there's still one enemy left. If not more than one. Later. Alright, more people coming.
Tak! Path's all clear.
I'm on my way.
Wait, what is that? Grabbing. Okay. Ah, there we go. I was like, why can't I run? Because I was hitting the wrong button. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I like it. I like it. Boop. Later. Is there? Hey, no! Come on. Which way do we go from here? This way? No. Oh, there's an item right there. I'll take that. Oh, do I? Okay. Didn't notice that at first. Ow. Okay. You need to just like finish killing one person, please. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's definitely gonna hurt. Oh. Okay. Let's pop this really quick. Right, I forgot I have to take off the EX mode or it doesn't replenish my EX gauge. Great. I want to get rid of the ads, that's kind of all that matters. Later. Easy.
Are we done here?
Yagami!
Yeah? You want something? What was it? Tesso?
Just want to say, I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting you to take out all these guys, to be honest.
Thanks. But if you're feeling generous, how about you tell me who hired you?
Didn't I say this before? I got no interest in doing that.
And can you do me a favor and turn down the job next time, maybe?
Yeah, right. If the request comes through again, I'm taking it. Simplest solution for you is to get the hell out of town. Me and my big mouth. Just go already.
Hey, not bad, man. A lot of young folks look up to Tesso, so gaining his respect is gonna have some perks.
All I want to know is if the Ryumon are no longer a threat.
Wouldn't go that far. Tesso's not the only young hothead among them. But hey, at least they probably won't blindside you anymore, and that's a victory in itself.
Guess that is a step forward. A baby one.
Anyway, we should go check up on 99. Something tells me they're not in the clear just yet.
Maybe you should clean up a little bit first? Maybe? Just a suggestion, I guess? That was actually fun, though. I like that. That was fun.
Sugiura!
Yagamishi! Oh, thank God you're back.
Tsukumo, what happened?
He's knocked out cold. Damn it.
Masked men attacked us. I couldn't fight them.
Masked men, you say? Were they any different from what the Ryumon wear?
I couldn't get a good look. Sugiura, they stuck up on him with a bat and came after me next. They caught me. My pinky.
They broke it? Hey, are you okay?
I'll call an ambulance.
There are these photos and a message I was told to give to you, Yagamishi. They said to tell you, this is your final warning.
They've been spying on me?
It hurts.
Shit. If they want me, then come after me.
Talk. I think the Ryumon were part of the plan, as bait. They probably only came to lure us away from the office. The worst part is it fucking worked.
This camera ought to show everyone coming in and out of the building. Look, there's me and Kaito chasing down the Liumang. But here's the hitch. There were 7 of them, and they didn't have those trademark white masks. So clearly, they're not Liumang.
They must have got the white masks to lure us out, meaning they're the ones calling the shots here. Wouldn't surprise me if they were also Ihara's accomplices to murder.
That'd be something.
No, it's hard to believe a single murder could involve so many people.
Really? Why do you say that?
More friends, more loose lips. One slip of the tongue can bring down an entire group. Taking a man's life would require absolute solidarity from every single member. What could be their connection?
Could be they're Ihara's buddies in blue. After hearing what happened to his kid, they couldn't help but feel for the guy.
If it were me, yeah, I'd sympathize. But not enough to watch a man die. Or do the deed myself.
Yeah, who'd throw their life away for that? Unless we're talking about the mob over here.
That e-cig's that good, huh?
Considering the area's volatility, the Liumang are the best bet in the house. But if it's not them... Well, there is the Seiryo clan, but they have some decorum compared to these guys. And then the Komijul, the Koreans, they would never get caught on camera. They're shy like that. Go figure.
Impressive list you've got up there, Mr. Handyman. Too bad they're all dead ends.
Hey, if there's a crime in Kamurocho, would you know who did it off the top of your head?
No.
This footage is the lead we've been waiting for. Now we're gonna hunt them down for Tsukumo and Sugiura.
You get hit in the head or something? Find them and they'll mess your ass up.
Will they?
Don't you get it? They were planning to take you out, man. The Liumang letting you off is nothing short of a miracle. Or would you rather risk your neck over nothing?
Where we come from, risking our necks the bare minimum. You Ijincho guys must not see much action.
Yeah, well, in Ijincho, a handyman's wages don't cover life and limb.
I don't recall ever hiring you.
Yeah, and if you asked me now, I'd say hell no. This shit's getting way too over my head. And yours. Sorry, Kaito-san, but I'm gonna have to pass on drinks for a while. Send my regards to the lads.
Well, hey, never chase what leaves.
The agony. I was in a cold sweat all of yesterday. At this rate, I'll be forced to type one-handed. If you do the math, my pinky is worth more than an average person's whole hand. We're talking about at least a 30% drop in efficiency.
It's been a while since I got it this bad. I might even throw up.
So, leaving Kamurocho made you rusty, huh?
Really with that? If I could wish the pain away, I would, man.
Hey, if you've got the energy to complain, you'll be just fine.
I'm gonna make this up to you guys. I promise.
Well, if you want to do that, we'll need to figure out who and where they are. There's a high possibility this group is directly behind Mikoshiba's murder. And of course, that would mean they know Ihara as well. How about swapping more info with the Kanagawa police?
Let's save that for when we really need it. We're not the authorities here, so we need to play our cards close to our chest.
I think that's a wise decision.
Saori-san's on top of getting things set up with Ihara, right? In that case, I'll head back to Kamurocho. Take your time prepping. We can always regroup up there.
Oh, do I have access to Kamurocho again now? That'd be neat. That would actually make me happy. There's no really pointless side missions for a while, please. Please.
What's up, Kaito-san? Something wrong?
Call me crazy, but doesn't the city seem noisier to you?
What the hell? Kaito senses tingling or something?
Maybe they are. Well, no point trying to explain shit that doesn't make sense.
Anyway, I need to go talk to Sari-san before the interview.
Okay. Is there gonna be a fight coming up? I hope not.
Hold on a minute, Todd.
What?
I'm noticing a lot more punks scurrying around than normal. Something's up.
Really? Huh. Maybe so.
Hey, don't I know you two? You're detectives around here, ain't you?
Yeah, so what?
You ever seen this guy before? A few years ago, he was the manager at some girls' bar nearby.
You really need all these meatheads just to find one dude? Must be one slippery eel.
Damn right he is. Now, do you know him or not?
I'm thinking. Out of curiosity, what's a guy doing running a girls' bar?
I don't think he actually ran the floor or anything. All I care about is him up and vanishing out of nowhere.
So he's a missing person? Since when?
5 years ago.
I mean, disappearing from Kamurocho isn't that uncommon. 5 years? What do you really expect to find?
Your guy have a name? And who gave the order to find him?
Trying to be cute? We're the ones asking the questions here. Don't fuck with us.
Who's fucking with who, asshole? You want to ask questions? You're gonna have to ask nice.
Nice or not, information has a price. It's our bread and butter, so we don't give handouts.
How about I butter your brains on the sidewalk?
Straight to throwing punches, huh? Even the Yakuza treated people better than that.
Fuck off!
Oh, I saw this fight coming a mile away.
Let's go. Here we go.
Okay, what just knocked me back? What staggered me there? I'm confused about what was staggering me. Ow. Wait, what was that? That was different. I don't remember. Okay. Alright. Screw this fight. It's getting old. Alright, big guy. Later. Nice. Ow. Okay. I like how my punches literally face through that guy.
Hey, what's up? That all you guys got? Kamurocho used to be tough. Look at these punks.
Kaito-san.
Huh? It's Akutsu. First name Daimyo.
You know him?
Former Tojo clan guy, ex-Yakuza.
Ex-Yakuza? Well, if you say so.
Yagami Detective Agency. Maybe I ought to just hire you guys for this. We're looking for a guy. You heard, didn't you?
This guy you're after, he was some kind of girls' bar manager here in town? I take it this manhunt is your idea?
Nah. Soma's taking point on this one. Came from one of his connections. There's gonna be a big pile of cash in it for whoever finds him. Practically all of Kamurocho's in on this race.
And Soma is?
He's the one in charge of the RK gang. Of course, he's former Tojo clan too. First name Kazuki.
That's crazy. Did the whole Tojo clan join this thing?
Kaito would know all about all the bullshit rules it takes to keep the Yakuza running. They'll take their cut from you and call it the honorable thing to do in the same damn breath. Right, Kaito? In this new age, wouldn't you be better off joining us?
You guys are too small time to pull that shit on me.
You know what else, though? In the Yakuza, if your boys went down, it was on you to get revenge for them. I don't give two shits about that these days. I would say, if there's someone disrespecting you, you might as well go get the jump on them. I would walk right up and stick them in the gut. You wouldn't even see it coming, detective. Yeah, so don't go disrespecting me. There won't be a warning next time.
Okay. Akutsu, you said? Did he get very far in the Tojo clan?
Nah. He may have had the potential, but he never got to make anything of it. The whole thing came crashing down before he got his time in the sun. Soma's the same way, actually. They both tried to climb up the Yakuza ranks, but then the families disbanded. And by the time that happened, all the pawns were cleared off the board. So, now they're ex-Yakuza in the wind. And along comes this gang without all the rules and systems they were dealing with. You end up with RK, a network of thugs.
RK? What does the acronym stand for?
Who the hell knows? After the Yakuza, I guess they wanted to sound more Western.
If they think they can replace the Tojo clan, those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they've been discriminating. Civilian punks who want quick cash are easy recruits. RK's happy to scoop them up. Next thing you know, you've got an asshole army.
That's unfortunate, but speaking of the Tojo clan, have you talked to Higashi lately?
Yeah. As far as ex-Tojo clan guys go, he's one of the good ones. The family left him in charge of that arcade, and now that they're gone, he's basically the owner. I heard he even gave some of the younger family guys jobs. If you get a chance, you ought to show up there every once in a while.
Nah, Higashi. I am the last person in the world that guy wants to see.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Dude, do I have enough? I do! Awesome. Okay. Now, the skill that I've been saving up for, so let's go talk with Ginda. And I think that'll be about the end of chapter 4, probably. So, I'm happy about that. There. I don't want to avoid any fights because it's not worth the time or effort right now. Yeah, of course. Okay. Don't want to. Well, actually, I do want to use that. Use that. But what I really want to do is. Wait, I don't have booze? Oh, I do. I'm too drunk, apparently. Ow. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Ooh. That's gonna hurt. There we go. Yeah. Now that's what I wanted right there. Easy. Ooh, more experience now. Awesome. Oh, I'm drunk.
Oh, sorry-san. Yagami-san made it.
Sorry for the wait. I ran into some typical nonsense. We good to go?
I've been good to go for a while. Ehara's waiting, and so are the answers. First thing we'll want to try to get is how involved he was in Mikoshiba's murder.
From the way it's been so far, I doubt he'll be eager to tell you.
If he won't open up, we'll have to play the trump card. Yagami-san. Ehara won't know what hit him.
I don't mind being the ace in the hole.
Are you and your ego ready then, Yagami-san?
Well, this ain't my department. Fill me in back at the office, okay? I might even tidy the place up a bit if you're lucky. Lots of open bottles to polish off.
Okay.
Oh, we're going?
Is it just a taxi that I take? Oh god, please. I don't want to fight anybody right now. Please. Okay.
Oh, I thought you'd lost already. So, what more could my lawyers want from me here?
Well, normally I would say the same. However, a corpse turned up as you said it would. It turns out you have a penchant for prophecy, Ehara-san.
Prophecy, huh? Kinda dramatic. No Hoshino today? Did you fire the poor guy?
Yagami's my name, sir. In a past life, I used to work with Kenda and Saori-san. But today, I'm at Seiryo High School in a contract advisory role for one of their clubs.
Seiryo High School?
It's the same school Toshiro-kun went to 4 years ago. You'd know it. I happened to be out there working a separate case. But that was when Shirosake-sensei called, so that's why I'm here.
Well, well. Okay. Why are you here then?
That'd be obvious at this point, I'd think. As you know, Mikoshiba turned up as you said. His body was found in a warehouse. The question is, why did you know that well enough to proclaim it in court?
You might say it was a miracle. I wished hard enough for it to come true, and suddenly it did.
Care to tell us why you'd wish for a miracle like that?
Do you really need me to explain why?
Mikoshiba. You blame him for Toshiro-kun's death, don't you?
I do.
Even though when you took the school to court, no evidence turned up. A third-party investigation found no bullying occurred, didn't it?
At school, Mikoshiba tortured my son. He would beat him up, and then he'd demand all his money. That damn kid was a star student with high grades. My son's own class wouldn't stand up to him. To avoid being beaten, Toshiro used to. He'd steal money from me or his mother to make sure he could pay Mikoshiba off.
Ehara-san, you seem to know a lot about what happened to your son. Do you have any proof?
Would I have lost if I did? That school can rot in hell for all I care. Speaking of, you know what I'm convicted for. It was being a pervert. I admit to everything. I groped a businesswoman's ass in plain sight on a full train. There's no way I'm fighting for an appeal. So as for my defense, I'm in no need of lawyers anymore.
Ehara-san, just a second.
Why would I give you that?
Yagami-san,
Hiro Mikoshiba died in a lot of pain. His final moments were truly horrific. The last thing he felt must have been fear. After slitting his throat, his body was left to rot.
Doesn't that sound great?
Take a look at this.
Oh, Mikoshiba. Looks like he's seen better days. Where'd you get the photo?
From a teacher at Seiryo High. But where she got it is the interesting part. A strange woman gave it to her, said to stay away from the Mikoshiba case. You remember Sawa-sensei, yes? She transferred to Seiryo 4 years ago, not long before your son passed away.
Yeah, not a face I'd soon forget. She told the whole court he was never bullied.
True. She did say that.
And it's not just her I detest. The administrators, the lawyers. It felt like choking the life right out of them. But if anyone needed to pay, it was Mikoshiba. He got what he deserved. It's nothing short of insane that they were just gonna let him get a teaching credential. It all comes back to a flawed and broken system of laws that has no business calling itself justice.
And it was you, wasn't it? You orchestrated every aspect of how Mikoshiba would die. But you didn't act alone. Who were the people behind it? How'd you convince them to kill a man?
That's a good one. You, my friend, are way off.
The way that interview went, Ihara's definitely guilty. But if we can't connect him to the murderers, we're left with no leads to follow.
Yeah. Kept that secret on lockdown, no matter what I asked. What could possibly link Ihara to those men? Damn it. And I was so close, too. To think they're still somewhere in Ijincho. I need to find them before the trail goes cold.
So you're heading back to Yokohama?
Not tonight. Kaito's waiting for me in the office. I'll be in town for now.
Okay. If anything changes, I'll contact one of you.
Okay. What's happening? What's going on in Children's Park? This doesn't seem like the usual goings on, even for around here. Oh my god, please just run in a straight line! Holy crap! What I get for drinking too much booze. Ah! Okay.
Kaito-san, I'm back. Kaito-san?
Hey, did you see that email from Tsukumo?
Huh?
It wasn't that long ago. It's something you gotta see, though.
What is it? Something happened?
It's the murder footage. Mikoshiba's murder ended up on the internet. It's going viral on all the social media sites.
You gotta forgive me. I'll do anything you want. I didn't know he'd do it. I swear. Toshiro-kun was okay. I didn't know he'd kill himself. I really didn't know. I swear I'll try to make it up to him somehow. I'll spend the rest of my life making up for it.
Hara has an alibi for this, doesn't he? They already found him guilty, and that's the whole reason he couldn't have killed Mikoshiba, right? But if that's the case, what the hell is this? One way or another, either this thing is staged, or his entire alibi was a massive cover-up. They can't both be true. But there's something I just can't shake. If you want my opinion on it, this looks real.
I need to have another chat with Ahara.